Hello and welcome to the Roll4It Aftershow. We've just finished the episode that takes place
Splatter.
at Heresy.
Splatter, do you work
Sorry.
for Comcast?
I'm sorry, I got excited. I thought we
that
were
was-
cutting
that was
already.
rude.
I
You
went to
work
my
for
private time
Comcast,
too
I can
quickly.
tell.
Went to my private time too quickly. I realized you could start the camera up.
So yeah, we just finished the Heresy. They managed to like fight off some demons and stuff. It was pretty cool. So how did people
It
like
was
that
paint.
episode? It was
Paint Demon.
Paint Demon was gnarly. I've learned like from the last couple sessions that combat is just not something you ever want to be in this game, like ever. Because every time you go into combat, it's potentially fatal for 1 to 2 party members.
But it's going to happen. We're not going to have a session without combat. I mean,
Yeah,
we may have one. We may have one, like that boat run, but that's it. There's not going to be a second one.
I thought we had it this time when we knocked him out, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna take him back to the Administorum, and we're gonna be badasses. We're gonna be like, we
I
brought
thought
in
so
the perp."
too. I thought
But nope,
so too.
he seeped out of his ear hole, and it's just like, well, shit. Yeah, combat's terrifying. Last session it was me. I got one-shotted. This session it was Shen. I mean, it's just fucking terrifying being in combat in that game.
Yeah, Shen, unfortunately, like you got hit 3 times with 1 attack, and then the rolls for damage were above average.
It's good to see that, though. It's good to see what's possible, you know?
Because then you can tailor your expectations. It's like, shit. That's why I didn't rush into combat. I was going to rush in and melee, but I said, fuck that. After Shen got hit that hard, I was like, nope. Especially after last time I rushed in on that chainsaw guy, chain spear guy, like I was a badass, and then he was just like, 17 damage, pen 8. And I was like, ah!
That said,
I'm
statistically, Branda should have died then.
Yep. I'm
He's too
getting
much of a
such good
badass,
rolls.
though.
It's because of all the bad luck back in the practice session. It's all coming back now.
Calm has evened itself out.
Right, I'm going to need a link to those awesome web pages with the forms.
You should probably save it, because
Yeah,
we're
I
going to be
should.
using that a lot.
Oh, question. Mr. Avak, what is your armor rating?
Mine.
Yeah, what
I
armor do you
can't
have?
actually pass it to you because it will change the Skype overlay. So someone else will have to pass it to you.
What was XP looking like for this session?
XP for everyone is 400. Cassius, you get 500 because you did well with the fellowship, but also you're the one who twigged paintings. And then Branda actually gets 500 because Branda managed to hold down a demon for I don't know how many turns. Whether it was skill or
fantastic.
blind luck.
Can we say that he gets a purity seal? I feel like he earned a purity seal. Like, I feel like if you
Yes.
stare down a demon single-handedly, your interrogator should be like, all right, here's a merit badge, and you should
On
just
my
have
face.
one from now on.
Yeah, like molten wax on your face and then...
He staples
Oh, yeah.
it using the stapler from
Dedication to
Carolinas.
the Emperor.
Yep.
So special for this mission, we were going to be using old-timey weapons, and Brander picked up a flintlock pistol and bent them. It's like, come on, where is it?
I was gonna my turn was gonna be it was gonna be moved 3 meters away, quick draw the pistol, and then fire it, and then go from there. But then it's like, oh no, you're stuck in combat. He'd hit you, and I'm like, I don't want to die.
Well, show it off.
And I had my chainsword, so yeah.
Yeah.
So now my guy just has a flintlock pistol with 2 shots that he can carry around in all the.
Hey, in like
Worlds and
a
stuff.
dozen episodes' time, when you come back to another feudal world, that'll come in handy. Just keep hold of that.
Exactly.
We'll keep
yeah,
the bullets.
I brought that up because Bentham actually has a little gun that he was going to show off.
I did bring it up at one point in the stream.
To your question, Shen, Carolinas
What was
has
on-
2 armor across his body except his head. That's from his subdermal implants. And then he's got guard flak, Imperial Guard flak, which is
Wow, that's amazing. So you have 6 on every part of your body except the head.
which has got 4
Wow.
he's wearing his helmet, which he wasn't throughout this. So.
And then he's got 4
Well,
toughness
that is
bonus.
amazing.
He absorbs
And I
10.
got 4 toughness as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
he's pretty
strong.
Soak
tanky.
a lot of damage. Yeah,
We need you to be like our melee specialist. Just run in there and soak damage.
no good at melee, just good at taking hits. unfortunately.
Perfect. That's what melee
Really
is.
good at getting punched.
I am very glad that I managed to dodge all the hits because I wasn't wearing any armor. And I would have been
Wow.
absolutely screwed if I'd actually been
Yeah,
hit.
I was like, okay, you leave. Sure, you can leave your armor. That's
Wow.
you
I
would
was
have
worried
got
about standing out.
minced.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
did
had to
people like
fight
that
the roll
mission?
to actually stay hidden.
What if people did? People leave comments and feedback and stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked that mission. That mission was like, I love the investigation part of it, where shit just kept going. Like, you jump from one point to the next, and it's not nonstop gun blazing combat. Like, I prefer that, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I would have really enjoyed more in Shadowrun. Just more where things are moving forward all the time. Because like in Shadowrun, it was just the legwork was so long.
But that's the thing, this game is more about investigation. It's not like you're off to do a heist or something. This is an investigation. So that's what a lot of this is going to be, I suspect.
Yeah, in Shadowrun, you're not playing catch-up normally. In Shadowrun, you're playing prep, which means you can extend
you're on
time
offense.
way too long. Whereas in this, you're normally playing catch-up against the bad guy, which has the advantage of the GM can just push you, be like, yeah, more people are dying. You did manage to save the last person who could have possibly died. I managed to get Bergman's painting before he died.
Cool.
Oh, fantastic. Did we get anything for that?
He just thought it was a painting, and you were like, no, we take it away because of Heresy. And he's like, okay.
Because Heresy.
Because Heresy, yeah. Everyone used their requisitions rolls, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't use
You
any.
get a bonus requisition roll.
Woo!
Because I'm kind, and because you needed something for the feudal world, which you may use now. What would you like to requisition? Cybernetics are now -10.
How did our influence change based on that mission?
Influence. You did manage to save the life of one of the counts, and you managed to defeat a demon, which is the first demon you've all defeated, so I would say you all get +2 to influence.
Cool.
That is a big increase. Wow.
Up to
Okay.
30.
You can get up to 5 for a session. Like, if you do something like goddamn amazing, you can get 5.
It's 5 is for a story arc in the book. So it's like it's a grand heresy or something. So it's normally like you get the 5 after you finish a multi-arc where you've got none.
Well, yeah, and you
into it.
solve it satisfactorily, where there's
Yeah.
like no like casualties or anything like that. Like, you just do everything perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thing of heroism, essentially.
Whereas effectively this was 1, but you also got an additional 1 for you did let someone important live, and you managed to defeat your very first demon, which is going to certainly make you like, oh, they're no longer like crappy acolytes.
Yeah. No, that was cool. Right, I can't find that thing, so I'm going to have to pray on your knowledge.
Well, if someone else can send you the link.
Yeah. Didn't get one, though.
Is it the thing for the skills?
Yeah.
I got
Basically,
it right
I
there.
just need... Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much.
I got it bookmarked with a little,
Yeah, I will
little
be
gold star
bookmarked.
next to it.
Yeah, like I've got to open them up, but I can't send it because it will change where the windows are for Skype.
Would
perfect.
would this world be okay for a grapnel? Because I tried to get on the last world and I failed both my rolls.
Yeah, you should be able to get one on this world, provided you roll adequately.
It's common. It's no penalty.
Common is +10.
Is that
Yeah, common's plus 10.
Wow.
So I've got influence 30. So does that mean I get 4 requisition rolls?
No, you just get 1.
Oh, is it not the... Okay.
This
We
is
don't
not
do
character
the
creation.
influence thing now.
No, you get 2 per mission, basically, but we've got a bonus one for this one.
Okay.
Right, well, I'm
Do
going
I-
to use my skill for this, the EXP that I used, just to get this on out there. I'm going to get weapon training chain,
Okay.
because I don't have finesse. I only count as having 1 because it's general and finesse for weapon training. So that means it's 300 EXP out of the 450 that I've got, which leaves me with 150.
And now you can use that chain spear.
Yes.
nice? Oh, at the start of the mission, or actually it was before we started the stream, you guys, someone said they were giving something to me. I think it was Bentham. What was it?
Oh, the excavator thing. The massive
The chain spear.
4-bladed chain spear.
Oh,
With
jeez,
the-
what the hell am I going to do with that? I don't have melee skills.
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
that's why it
That's
goes to
literally what
Carolina's,
I'm getting
'cause
weapon training chain for.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give it to you because you're going to be our tank anyway.
Yeah. Also, it has a little bit more sense in being used by
Because it's got Mechanicus markings on it.
Yeah.
Would it be allowed? I don't know if this is possible. Would it be allowed for Avax Mechadendrites to control a weapon for him?
You can literally buy a Mechadendrite for that, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
that's amazing.
fire any other weapon. Like, you literally get one that's built into the Mechadendrite itself.
Wow.
And you can fire it as a
Nice
reaction.
thing with. Sorry, what was that?
You can fire it as a reaction, so you can fire
Yeah.
that and other things. In fact, if you wanted to make your Mechanicus maximum utility, you'd get in combat, but you suck at using melee attacks, so use shooting attacks in combat, so get pistols. Dual pistols with Mechadendrite shooting as well. Do.
Yeah. No, exactly. Actually, how much is Acadendrite you use? I need to check out that. It'll be a talent.
I have a Tech Marine.
Yeah.
And he just
Not
has a
quite what I would
flamer
be, but-
on an arm, and is also firing a bolter at the same time.
That's really what we're lacking here. Is we need a lot more flamethrower. Like that fight would have been a lot easier if we could have just lit the building on fire and ran for it.
I was gonna get one of those flamethrower cartridges for the chainsword, but it's a one-shot thing, and I'd have to requisition a new one every time.
Because paint is pretty flammable most of the time. So we probably could have lit that thing on fire and it would have been a mess.
So I could get one just for like emergencies.
Well, who's got requisitions left? Everyone but Garrett, right?
I've got 3, yeah.
No, you've only got 1.
No, I never used any of them.
You didn't use any of yours?
Nope.
Okay, you only have 2 then, because the bonus one is because people requisitioned stuff from the feudal world and it was easier to get.
Okay.
It's basically like people needed some feudal world stuff.
We didn't end
So-
up getting it, but we needed it.
Yeah. The rolls
Do
are
you
terrible.
do you offhand know what the item or the talent or skill was for the fear protection?
Jaded is the first one, which is immunity to mundane horror.
And then it's fearless, I think, for the second one.
But it also requires like stuff like willpower 40 and stuff, I think. You'd have to check.
Let me look here.
Right, does anyone else want to requisition stuff then?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna make a go for. Oh, go ahead, Epic.
I was just going to say I'd like to try for a bionic arm.
Sure. Left or right?
-10, but it's basically it goes from scarce to average because it would normally go down to common.
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah,
-10
because you're
from-
Mechanicus, you get a +20 to it, but you get a -10 because they're still kind of scarce in the sector because you stop the world producing them temporarily.
Yeah. So it goes to average, which is no difference at
No
all.
difference, just roll your influence. Nope. Again?
Yeah, sure. I'll try again.
Okay. You have yourself a bionic right arm,
Hooray!
Damn,
which also makes you
See-
have 12 points of armor on that arm.
you're like the
That's
only person
amazing.
here that makes your requisition rolls. Everybody else just like.
Branda? Cassius?
I'll go for the Imperial Guard armor, I guess.
Okay. That is what, scarce?
I don't know. I don't have it in front of me.
Okay.
So
Need to
should
have
I
a bit
do
more of a look?
a minus on it?
You'll have to check in the book. I do not have it in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, I'll grab it in the book myself. I've got the PDF here somewhere.
Wow, to upgrade willpower is 600 experience. That's nuts.
Yeah, because you don't have the aptitudes or whatever.
Right.
It's pretty cheap for me, but I got all the aptitudes for it. Like,
So getting that ability jaded to protect against
Scarce, -10.
willpower test, you need to have willpower 40.
Yep.
I can't even get there.
Brandon?
Nope.
I still need to have more of a look.
we should start having Avic requisition stuff for us. He's the only one that makes the rolls.
The thing with that is, it looks like I wasn't sure how he would take that. Like, is that something that can happen? Because I
You
know
can-
there's
you
a
can-
lot of GMs that will like, no, you won't really requisition yourself, otherwise it breaks balance.
Well, you can use your own requisitions for other people, but you'd be using your own requisitions.
Yeah, right. That's what I meant. Is like other people, their requisition would be done through my influence, and it's like, well, that completely breaks the balance really on the game.
Yeah, like you can only tap your sources so many times, otherwise you'd be
Yeah.
burning them out. But if someone like needed a bionic arm, you'd effectively say, "I will make the check for them using one of my own influences."
Because that just makes
because you get like so many
sense.
pluses and so on. Branda, yeah, have a look what you want and grab something in a second.
What?
I think I'm going to go for a grenade. Now I just need to pick what kind. I don't know how
Okay.
many you get as well, and like
You get
just requisition-
1. You get plus. Then you get +1 per every 2 degrees success on top of the first.
Okay, I'll probably end up getting 1 then.
Well, no, you just roll, and then if you get bonuses due to success, you get more.
Yeah, but I always do terribly for these. When I roll to get like 1 bullet.
Yeah, he wasn't
Like,
saying
no.
what he's going to roll for. He's just saying what the result is going to be. He'll get 1 if he gets any.
Well, put it this way: frag grenades are common. Everything else, unless you're going for like smoke or stun.
Right, I'll try frag grenades.
Okay, so common gives you a plus 10.
So it's just... Oh, wait. Is it influence?
Yes, influence at plus 10.
Influence plus 10. Oh, there we go.
5 degrees of success. You have yourself 3 frag grenades.
Very nice indeed.
Cool.
All right with that?
Yeah. Make note of the stats for next time.
Is a
might
frag
be a lot
grenade
of
different from a
stopping
crack
power.
grenade?
Yeah, crack grenades are designed to like break armor. Frag grenades are designed to just like truck shrapnel. Much better against unarmored targets. Also, I think they've got
So
a bigger
what's-
blast.
What's the point in taking skills? Because if you've got yourself... So skills give +5, right?
Skills get plus 10, plus 20, plus 30. Well, they get known.
Okay.
Plus 10, plus 20, plus 30.
Okay, never mind then. I thought it was +5, +5, +5, at which point I was like, why bother doing that when you could just do the base skill that, or the base characteristic that makes everything you're good at better?
Yeah, that's why
Like, you can get
skills
+5
are
to
awesome.
everything? Okay.
Like, if you can get cheap, like dodge, just be like, I get all the dodge.
Yeah, I could
Never
almost
get
max
hit.
out parry right now and just
Yeah.
have like a 75 parry check and just be like ding, 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 ding,
That
ding
would
when people
be
try to hit me.
Really, really useful.
I didn't know that it blocked multiple attacks. I thought you just negated one of them.
Yeah, it depends on the degree of success you get, but it could be pretty damn helpful.
What are the stats on that chain weapon that we got? I'm just filling out my character sheet.
Well, I have that written down. It's
Yeah.
1d10 plus 2
What's
and
it called?
4.
What's the name of the weapon?
It's an excavator, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and the class is chain.
And it's
I
a
imagine.
two-handed weapon.
Rending, balanced, tearing.
Rending, balance.
Do you need a special thing to do two-handed weapons?
No, you
Okay.
just need your both hands. And what was the damage? 1d10 what?
So I've got down here 1d10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the type is rending, I assume.
Yes.
And penetration?
4.
What would it cost to get High Gothic? I feel like that's a major RP hole in my character.
It would be a linguistics, intelligence in general. Do you have intelligence as an aptitude? Yes, I see.
No.
You don't have intelligence as an aptitude?
Mm-mm.
Wow. You stupid.
But
it
you're
would
a
cost
psyker.
you
Willpower.
it would be tier
Everything's
2.
done through willpower with a psyker.
Oh, yeah. Intelligence
to get
is
it
more
at
tech
known,
thing.
it would be 200 XP.
It would be what?
200 XP to get it known.
Okay. Do I still have to test when I read High Gothic, or is it
Yes.
just like you know High Gothic now?
You have to test when reading anything more complicated. Yes.
I figured that guy wouldn't be able to speak High Gothic earlier. I was like, I'm gonna mess with this guy. I bet he just believes it.
Yep. It's a shame you actually never talk to any of the nobles, because all the nobles, the ruling class on that planet, they only speak High Gothic. They would have then gone,
They only
oh.
speak it?
No, they would have then gone, oh, Low Gothic, okay. But all the nobles
One
expected
of
to know and
those.
converse in effectively Latin.
They can roll their eyes all they want when I whip out my Imperial Mandate that has endless fucking power that I can just do whatever the hell I want. What the Ministorum? Whip out the paperwork.
Didn't you
It'd be
say
so
there was
annoying
some
when-
sort of like lance and like burner on the top of that chain spear thing? On the
Yeah, there was
excavator?
some sort of...
Yeah, but it's not
thing,
it's not
wasn't
like
it?
a flamethrower or anything. It doesn't give you the flame quality.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I don't know what I want to
It's
spend my
gonna
XP on. This is difficult.
It's going to be really annoying when you're talking to random nobles in High Gothic and we're like, what is he saying? No idea.
And
So do
that's
we
why
want
he
to
has
dump
it.
Skype, or is that a conversation for a different time?
Probably a conversation for a different time. It was okay today.
Yeah.
Well, some people were still saying there was a delay, and like,
That's a Twitch thing, though.
That's
what's
oh, it
going
is.
on.
got nothing
That's
to
Yeah,
been
do
going
with
on
it's
since
no
they
way to do
introduced the
Skype.
HTML5, and it's just an issue because they're trying to do like too much processing for every single channel.
like
my problem is that I
literally-
can't tell
Oh, go on.
like what the shit EE is saying like at any given time because Skype mutes him so aggressively if there's any sort of background noise, he just comes through as like, and it's just like.
I didn't struggle too much, but definitely on the like desync stuff. At one point, I brought up the channel, and I actually had the show on the other monitor just muted, and the cameras like that moving around like that. But that was on Twitch because I was looking at the cameras on our screen, and it was crystal clear. There was no movement lag at all. In fact, Skype is much better at that than Zoom was.
There's slight stuttering occasionally on Skype that I can see.
Yeah, occasionally, but you know.
Honestly, the pictures are in the right place. They solved that for us. The audio is much easier and automatically synced. It removes another layer of obscurification. Having TeamSpeak as well. And it's the same program we use to have the discussions anyway. So I think we should just stay with Skype for now. Unless it fails us. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, Bentham did drop at one point, but that was your whole computer, wasn't it?
And that was just me.
Yeah.
Nothing to
So
do with
other than
Skype.
that, we didn't have the timeouts this time. No. We didn't even redo the call, so it's lasted this entire session, including this.
Yep.
So, insofar as that, and that also means that we can drop the expense of the Zoom.
Yeah. Okay.
Thing. So I'm all for that.
Anyone else?
I'm just going to pick up some skills, if that's all right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, what are you picking up?
I want awareness at trained.
So plus 10, yeah.
Cool.
No, wait, that's plus 0. No, it's plus 10. Known is 0, yeah.
We have nobody with good awareness. Like, our awareness is hosed right now.
Yeah, I'm
It's
going
the
to
same
work on
thing as
that.
with. Yeah, it's the same thing as with Shadowrun until Blowback put a bunch of cyberized shit in, and then it was like, all right, so now we finally have somebody that can like see what's going on.
I upgraded my
check-
perception for this session.
Okay.
Do you check both boxes for the skills, or do you just check the level that it's at? Because it allows you to check multiple boxes.
I think you check both.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to take Psi rating 3 or if I want to use the XP elsewhere.
I mean,
It's like Psi
honestly,
rating-
people need to pick up wounds in a few places because wounds are sometimes cheap and important. You need more
Oh,
health.
it's super important, yeah.
There's so many other things to buy.
Yes.
Like, we're still failing at like storyline stuff though, like conversational things, and so it's like we got to get through the investigation first before we worry about combat.
I don't know,
Or
you
switch to
passed
more
pretty much
combat
every
focus.
conversation this session.
Huh?
You passed every conversation this session, didn't you?
Yeah, but it burned through all my fate within like the first 40 minutes of the session.
You still, like, did really well in conversation. I mean,
Oh no, I agree. I did well, but it's like I don't like burning all my fate every session. I'd rather pass naturally without having to re-roll.
True. But again...
How does fate? Can you use fate on psyker powers to do anything? Like I know you can push, but does fate have any amplification properties on psych powers?
I don't think so. You'd have to check the fate rules, but I don't think it has any special effects.
Okay.
I'm honestly disappointed
really-
I didn't hit Branda. I really wanted to hit Branda. Branda was being annoying.
And it was being
I'm really glad I
amazing.
wasn't hit.
I'm
Because I would
surprised
have
that I
so
didn't.
been dead.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna kill us every single time I rolled too. I was like, well, I know I don't want to be near that thing because it's gonna kill my ass if I go near it because it attacks like 100 times a turn, and so I'm gonna shoot lightning at it. But every time I shoot lightning, I might just total party wipe. It's just God, it's
I didn't get
terrifying.
hit by that glimpse of the warp thing.
Yeah.
And, like, you missed so many times with lightning. It only has, like, 3 toughness versus your lightning. It has 6 toughness against everything else. Because Demonic 3, against non, like, psychic or holy stuff, it gets extra resistance.
Energy's really good. I was looking like in very few things actually like protect you from energy. Like it's kind of like I guess getting hit by a plasma blast or something like that. Like it's really really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing is energy weapons, at least my pistols, they have no penetration.
Yeah. That said, actually, if you look at the rules for las weapons in the book, las weapons have a variable setting rule, which means you can choose to use more ammo from the clip to fire shots, but it does more damage. And if you crank it up all the way to the max, you get +2 damage, +2 pen, but it gets unreliable and loses reliable.
Permanently or just for that session?
Just for that
That's why it's
shot.
being used.
When you, like, because you can change between the shots as a free action. So you can effectively go...
Oh, you mean it just becomes unreliable during that shot?
Yeah.
Oh, what does unreliable do?
You jam on a 91 plus.
Oh, that's fine. That never happens.
Is it possible then, because he's got really good aim? Let's say that he rolls like a 91, 92, but his threshold is like 120. Like, does the shot still go off?
It would auto jam because it's unreliable.
I didn't know if he got the shot and then it jammed, or if it just jams outright.
No, it jams outright. Basically, it moves the auto fail threshold from 96.
Okay.
So when I picked Leap Up, which is standing as a free action, that was a terrible choice because the other option was like massive boost to willpower, like never have to roll willpower checks.
Well, Jaded.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
That's just you never have to roll willpower against mundane fear.
Still, that would have been useful.
What would count as mundane fear?
Like lots of bodies of entrail spread around. A really scary movie.
See, I feel like there should be some level that you gain, like, because we slew a demon today. Like, RP systems never incorporate this, where like your character should just naturally become hardened against that shit because they fought a demon.
It's cool. It's called getting XP, and also it's called insanity. If you get enough insanity points, you don't find things scary anymore because you're too insane to find them scary.
Yeah, but that's like saying, yeah, if you get shot in the arm enough, you don't get shot in the arm anymore because it's gone. You know, it's not really a solution so much as it is a byproduct.
It's a byproduct.
Yeah,
byproduct.
So going at -7 on my wounds there for my right arm, does that have any permanent effects, or is it just all patched up?
Actually not. Your arm is useless until it receives medical attention, but that was fine. That said, it was your right arm, wasn't it? And you don't actually have ambidextrous, so technically you should have been taking a negative on all your shots because you were firing offhanded. But
that's right. Oh my god, you're right.
I forgot warp instability for a couple of turns, so I forgot that. There's a couple of things that got forgotten in that session, but they're minor.
I'm imagining
that
Garrett's arm is like 50% flesh staples now.
It is
I can't
it almost
imagine
came
it's a very
off.
pleasant sight.
Yeah, like the entire arm was basically like almost severed, like hanging, like bone was like rendered and everything, and
it wasn't good times for him. No.
Yeah.
A good skill for Brander, by the way, is Frenzy. Since you've got melee skill, if you take Frenzy, it makes you immune to fear, and you can just pop that at the beginning of a combat with like anything, if you know it's like going to be a demon or whatever.
Also, Brander isn't actually a melee character. He keeps being used as one. He isn't one.
Since he keeps getting stuck there anyways, I'm just saying it's an easy way out of fear.
Brander,
it does hurt
what I'm supposed to do is like melee and shoot at the same time.
Or double pistol. Yeah. You're meant to be in melee at least.
Whoop. Quick question for you. Would it be more useful for me to have skill with chain and thus be able to use this two-handed excavator, bearing in mind... no. My character's probably the only one who could walk around with it without a massive subtlety loss because it looks like something for a Mechanicus.
No, it's only like some slight etchings of the Omnissiah skull symbol.
So it just flat out looks bizarre for anyone to carry.
No, they're only minor like symbols and stuff, and to be honest, like anyone could carry it, and it would just be something that's got Mechanicus symbols on it. Like people would be like, okay, you might have a reason for having that on you. It is still, however, a spear which has giant chain blades on the end. It would still give you a subtlety loss, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is, would it be better for me to take the abilities to use this weapon, bearing in mind that if we're trying to be subtle, he's not going to have it with him?
I think a more important rule is, would it be useful to take this weapon because will you actually use it?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if we know we're going into a fight, then yeah, you'll take it with him.
But why? You suck at melee. Your weapon skill's what, 27?
27, yeah. And
you don't have the ability to really enhance it very much. You would always be better off by having like pistols, right?
Well, my ballistic skill is only 33.
Can you advance your ballistic skill better than your weapon skill?
No. Both of them,
really?
I can't advance either of them with any aptitudes. So they're both going to be as expensive to rise.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. So my weapon skill is only just behind my ballistic skill by 1 advancement, effectively.
Yeah, that said, that's still like 6 percentage points, and you need all of them you can get. But at the same time, you wouldn't be a bad melee tank.
I mean, the main thing my character has is simply that he's very tanky. So if he was being built to be in the front line, then I don't know. But this is the thing: is this a useful thing for us to take with us, or would it be better as something that we can just use to trade off to counteract some sort of requisition roll? In which case, instead of getting the skill for chain, I could get the ability for awareness.
Honestly, you would be very useful in the front line tanking because you are incredibly tanky compared to everyone else in the group. And if you're in the front line, you might want a melee weapon like that.
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm posing to the group. I've got a pistol, which I can use in combat. I don't get bonuses for using the pistol in combat, but then it's still a decent pistol. So, this is what I'm posing to the group, because I'm also, if I have skill and awareness, by far the most aware person on the team. But I can only get one or the other. Because of my all specs. Gives me such massive bonuses. Right now, it's still giving me a bonus, even though I've got a minus 20. That's how aware I am.
I think just go for awareness. Get something that's incredibly useful that we can use on every single mission, because you may not be using weapons on every mission.
Exactly. Whereas I can pick this up as a weapon later on.
Yeah, I'd say
into it.
As another point, just do whatever's fun to you too, because I spent all my time playing Shadowrun filling in shit that would make the group stronger, and it ultimately made my character kind of like a weird camel all over the place, and it just ended up not being super fun. Yeah. And so I would just do whatever goes with your build, and don't even worry about the group. Well, I want to play the face, and it's fun for me to upgrade my face stuff, so that's why I do it. It's born of selfishness.
If I don't take weapon chain, because I have fieldcraft, I could put my awareness up to trained, which is plus 10. Which means with all of the other bonuses I get, let's just use an example. Oh yeah, it's a perception-based awareness check. Then my bonuses go up to plus 40 straight off the bat.
And you can
on top
re-roll,
of 25 perception, and I can re-roll that if I want to, without using faith the first time.
What was in the secret door, by the way, for the VOD people?
It was really unimportant.
Yeah, it was like a medicine closet. I knew it.
Yeah, it was effectively where they it's a chill room or whatever, where they keep a load of bodies on ice.
Oh man!
You're gonna make us roll fear. Roll fear. When you walk
the worst part is you constantly failed at how to scrutiny the door. No one said I pushed the door. It's literally just a door on casters.
Are we really that dumb? I can't imagine our characters are that dumb.
All right, no,
that's insane.
We couldn't see a seam or anything.
Yeah, because you were failing so massively, and because it's a small stone room with poor lighting, it's very hard to see.
There wasn't any daylight in there. Just a door there.
I think there's a hidden door. It wasn't actually a door. It was a well-hidden door.
Could be heresy behind it.
Right.
Just a heads up, to get my willpower to 40 so that I can take the jaded talent or skill, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I would have to spend 3,750 experience.
This is why assassins don't have willpower.
That's why I just take frenzy, so that if you ever get in that situation again, you can just be like, bam, I frenzy.
Yeah,
and
frenzy
then,
precludes ranged attacks, I think.
Yeah, it hurts your ranged attack by minus 20, but you already roll at a threshold of 80 or whatever. So who gives a shit, it gets you out of fear faster, so we never have to have the problem we had today.
No,
and it's only T1. If you got the aptitudes, it's 100 XP.
Because jaded's not happening if you need willpower, because mine's 28. It's my third lowest stat.
Well, I don't have strength or offense, but at least this is tier 1.
Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe not that then. I mean, you may just want to stay a long ways away and shoot through windows from now on or something. I don't know.
Don't look at paintings.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the weapon chain because it's not going to be as useful to me as being able to see things for the group.
Yeah.
I'll take one level in that just to remove the negatives because I'm still rolling so high because of the bonuses. And then with that, I can grab a couple of things. I'm thinking the two things that I've talked with you about that I wanted to get for lore reasons is Forbidden Warp, because my character spent so long in the warp, and I'm not going to tell you where because that's still not known. So I'll grab that warp, which is 100 for me because it's a lore skill.
General intelligence.
I've got both. Yeah, and then linguistic, high Gothic, which is intelligence in general.
Oh boy.
So it's again 100 for me to just get a level of known in it.
Yeah.
That'll give us a little bit more of an ability to read things.
Yeah, this is something that's going to take some time for all of us to flesh out our characters to be useful, because a lot of us are just kind of derp all day.
You're really good at killing shit, to be fair. You and Brander are fantastic
Yeah.
at murder. Like, you guys are great. And I love the burglary, dude. You got to burgle more often. Like, anytime we need
Yeah.
anything, offer to steal it for us. Because you did
You know
a
what
good job
sucks,
with that.
What was that skill? Hold on. It's
Just don't get
called
too distracted by painting.
security. Security requires tech, which I don't have. So
lucky.
it would be expensive to get it. But I think you're right. I think I do need to get that at some point. You're right.
Yeah, I guess it's probably more modern then. So maybe sleight of hand was the right one for lockpicks. But security is definitely the one used for more modern stuff.
Okay,
Does
does anyone...
Tech and intelligence. I don't
Yeah,
have either
that
of
would definitely be
those.
sleight of hand then. Security would be stuff like locked doors, which are
Gotcha.
not.
Does anyone
like
else
old
have
locks.
anything else they need to do with the character sheet? Spending EXP and all that jazz?
I'm going to let mine stew for a little bit. I don't know what I want to go for. I'm torn between stat increases and psi rating 3, so...
People get
I'll go-
wounds. Get wounds.
It's really good to
I'll go
get.
shopping.
I've gotten 2 sound constitution so far. And I-
It sounds like you want to hurt us. Is that true?
Get extra HP so that when I hurt you, you don't die.
Yeah.
Because
I
your
didn't die.
character can be all the amazingness it is in the world, and if you hit and you haven't taken any sound constitutions, you might die instantly at later levels.
I'm a talker. I'm not supposed to be getting hit anyways. If I got hit, I did the wrong thing.
What do you do in combat? You've got a sword.
Yeah, and I'm from now on, I'm staying the hell out of it. I might throw a couple lightning bolts here and there, but if talking fails, I send out the grunts. Go, Droogies. It's on you.
There is some point in the battle where I'm just going to be like, aha, aha, and then they're just going to shot me down the middle.
Oh, I didn't wear armor today.
Yeah, that could have been a big mistake.
The only reason that I wasn't horribly, horribly wounded is like, yeah, he hits you for this much damage. It's okay. What do you mean it's okay? Yeah, it's fine. My armor took it. And what my armor didn't take, I just willed my way through. God damn it.
I mean, I did roll like a 3 or
It
something
wasn't
on
a
my
good
dice. Yeah.
It was something like 10 damage you did.
Yeah, that
No, it was less than
monster
that, 7.
had absolutely horrible rolls against Bentham. That was crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
The only
I'm
reason
gonna roll.
I'm
I'm
still
gonna roll. I'm
alive.
gonna roll. Every roll
It
was
was-
like 79 plus. It was nuts.
I used
Yeah, it was
face.
so
I
bad
can't
that I-
win a willpower roll.
I started to assume it was going to miss. That's how bad his rolls were that I was just like, yup.
Oh, it's special ability that it never got used. Because it was so annoyed by Brander constantly annoying it that it was effectively like, okay, look, this is getting silly now. I need to kill you. I don't care about anything else. You're the one guy who's locking me down here. But it had the ability to move through the paintings at will. And it could basically teleport through paintings.
But it couldn't do that because it was in melee.
Well, it could. It would have had to disengage. But it didn't want to because Brander was effectively like the one challenging
Annoying
it.
the hell out of it.
And
Yeah,
it was
he's being
like
too much of a
so
badass.
frustrated. But one single good roll could have just eliminated Brander.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Brander could have flat up died if he'd been hit.
but he didn't. Yay!
Well
The Emperor rolls my dice.
You're going to die next episode now. You've jinxed
Oh,
it.
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
You've doomed yourself with that one, mate.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think-
So next mission, assuming nothing goes wrong to make them scarce again, Bionics are going to go back to being plus 20 on my rolls. Oh, it's going to be so good. I want more mechadendrites.
we
So
now have an
bad.
assassin wearing full plate armor. Would you prefer Gothic or Milanese style?
Is there? What's the difference? I'll have to look it up. I don't
Gothic
know.
is more like ornate and stuff. Milanese is more rounded. Have a quick
Dude,
look
it's
on
gotta
Google
be Gothic.
afterwards.
Basically,
Put all
do you
kinds of
want to
scroll
look?
work on it?
Do you want to look like one of the Dark Knights from Dark Souls, or do you want to look like the Onion Knight from Dark Souls? Which one do you want to look like?
Well, I really don't know Dark Souls, but
Badass
You want to
Dragon
look like you're
Slayer,
made out of
or
car
someone who's literally
bumper?
called an Onion Knight. It shouldn't be hard to imagine what he looks
okay.
No,
okay,
Milanese,
relax.
Milanese's armor is
Goodness.
pretty cool. Milanese's armor is not bad.
Such a
like. Sigmund's so
Such-
nice, though. He's an awesome
such
character.
peer pressure.
But
I'm imagining
That
just
now.
massive, like, clanky cartoon armor.
that's pretty
Night
much
Knight
it.
Shed,
Knight
Shed.
Knight
Very
underdog.
easy.
Literally go to
Night,
Google
night,
Images now, type in Gothic plate armor, look, then Milanese plate armor. It should literally take
I'll
like
do
10
that.
seconds. They're very distinct. Because I need to tell the
Any
artist
word
as
on
well.
the art?
Yes, the artist should be starting any day now, and I need to send off the character descriptions now that they've said yes.
You haven't even sent them off? Oh, my lord.
Well, yeah, because they haven't started yet, because they've got a current commission in place, and I said, right, I'll talk to the people and make sure, and I wanted to wait to see if Shen got plate armor, because that makes a difference.
That's true.
Oh, does the Gothic's the one that has like the little wings on the helmet? Oh,
It doesn't
that's
have to
badass.
necessarily, but it can do.
It's what it is on. There's a few without him. Okay, yeah. I think we'll go with that. That looks
Okay.
amazing.
And see, then you'll put your Warhammer like 40K clothing on over the top of it, and you'll just look like a badass. Like you just be like, I am the coolest. And then from there, you'll go to ceramite plate, or maybe you'll go to like, I don't know, some like enameled, ornate, like obsidian plate. Who knows? There's lots of upgrades. They're all extremely rare,
Marine
but they're
power
dope
armor.
looking.
This is true.
We have an
I
assassin
love some dope looking.
who dodges wearing plate armor while firing laser weapons.
He's very confused. He's a very confused character.
He also does not have any skill in low tech.
Yeah, that was the part that got me.
That happened. I would
Yeah,
have
we
thought
go into
someone
a
starting on a
feudal
feudal
world.
world would just automatically have that, but they don't.
This is where you come from. Do you know how to do this stuff here? No.
No.
I can use a chainsaw and a laser.
Really good, though.
Don't even know what they are.
I have
Okay.
abandoned my old ways.
Those ways are lost to me now.
Yep,
I
except
mean,
for
if
the
you
plate
were
armor.
introduced to the Imperium of Man and discovered these things existed, you'd immediately be like, I want the laser gun and the chain sword.
Yeah, I
armor?
have no idea
Nah.
what fashion sense would be, or what type of weapon goes with what type of armor, anything like that. No. I just want all the coolest looking stuff. That's all.
It is a shame though that you didn't go along with the whole. Yeah, you can amputate my arm and get a bionic arm. Because if that had happened, then this bionic arm would have been for you.
I didn't say anything against it.
Didn't agree though. I just had to assume you didn't want my gifts. The gifts of the Omnisire.
Heretic.
Awesome arm.
You just shit in Santa's face.
I'm just waiting for Garrett to like get the ability to dual wield and be like, boo, 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 boo. Because then
I
you're
was
going
gonna
to
be
deal so much damage.
He's
I would
like
love
the
that.
scoundrel in Star Wars: The Online Game, one where you're just running around like da 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 da, just firing both hands, jumping behind shit.
Now that's what you need to do, right? Get solid projectile training, get 2 auto pistols, and then full auto both at the same time.
That would be grand.
That's what I'm
I
supposed
do
to be
really
doing.
like the idea though of having Carolina's like build into heavy weapons. Because that's not going to be too hard for my character to do. And that would just be ridiculous.
The downside of heavy weapons is it really doesn't synergize well with being like tanky. It does in terms of aptitudes. It does in terms
Yeah.
of like he won't be on the front line.
No. But it'll be fine. It'll be worth it. I just sat there with a heavy weapon. Daka, 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 daka. With my bionic arms, just holding it up.
Shooting gits.
No, just go to a feudal world, pick up a blister or a light cannon.
Yeah, exactly. And then with my mechadendroid arms with little las pistols as well, just all of the Daka coming from me. I can have 4
The small
mechadendroids
gun
currently
platform.
based on my toughness rating, which would be pretty good. There's one more that I want, and that's like the utility one, which is like a tech use one,
Yeah.
which is pretty funky. And then the other one is, then I'll start moving into the weapon mechadendroids.
What you need to do is get more sound constitutions, everyone.
Yes. That's only like 200 EXP for me. It's very much worth it. If you've got toughness, it's only 200. Otherwise, it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure how much it is.
Lots.
I will debate
Anyway.
that and then not do it.
Exactly.
Anyway,
you will
so,
die young.
Does anyone else have anything they can do with the couch sheet? 'Cause
I'm done.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for watching
we all are.
the after show. Hope you enjoyed our debate about the utility of Skype and also about why people need wounds. And I'm just saying, for when they all die, because they didn't take Sound Constitution apart from Carolinus, I told you so.
You hit for
And,
like 20 in one turn. An extra wound isn't going to help out with that. That's one
True.
wound.
that is a fair point. There's
And
no
if-
amount of wounds is going to help with that.
An
If
extra
anyone
20
out there
would.
wants to do any painting, don't mix in human blood.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
That's
actually, it
really
does-
bad for
it does
HIV.
make really nice reds.
Bye!